How's it going, guys? This is Devin Caswell on YouTube here. Now today's the start of a series called Why People Don't Fulfill God's Will in Their Life. Now the first reason why people don't fulfill God's will in their life is simply the fact that you can live without it. You know, you can exist and not serve God. You can live and not fulfill God's will. And this is the biggest hindrance of why people don't fulfill God's will. The fact that you can live without it. And God isn't going to force you to love Him. He's not going to force you to serve Him. You know, God isn't going to force His will into your life. He created you. He created a unique, beautiful mind that is creative and unique to your destiny and your plan and purpose in your life for a specific reason. And with that unique and beautiful mind, you can make whatever decision you want. He gave you the freedom of choice because He loves you, and He doesn't want you to be this uptight robot or a slave that does whatever He wants, whenever He wants, wherever He wants. You know, He wants you to have your own mind and make your own decisions. But the thing is God wants a relationship with you. And in order to have a relationship with God, you gotta want that relationship too. Now here's the thing. The world, you know, we start out as infants, right? We're completely dependable on our parents. They change us. They feed us. They clean us. You know, they do everything. All we have to do is cry and we get whatever we want. You know, so we start out completely dependent on our parents, and we grow to be more and more independent over time. Now I learned this in college. With God, it's backwards. With God, He wants you to be less independent and more independent as you grow in your relationship with Him. So He wants you to be less independent and more dependent on Him. So in order to be more dependent on God, we must have a relationship with Him. And it takes two people to have a relationship, to relate with one another, to conversate with one another, to spend quality time with each other. This is how relationships are built. And God wants a relationship with you, so that means you have to spend quality time with Him. Get to know God. You know, He wants to know how you're doing. You know, He already knows how you're doing, but He wants to hear it from you. He wants to interact with you. Now, here's the thing. In order to pursue God's will in your life, you have to have a relationship with Him. So, ask God what His will is in your life. Matthew 7:7 says this: ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be open to you. You have to take initiative and ask, seek, and knock. Okay? Imagine this. Imagine you were a door-to-door salesman and you went house to house and knocking on doors. But if you go up to a house and you don't knock on the door, are they going to answer? Probably not. I mean, unless they're really observant and happen to see you through the window as you were coming up to the door or something. But they're probably not going to answer if you don't knock. Take initiative and ask God, God, what is your will in my life? What is it you want me to do with my time here? What do you want me to do right now in this time where I'm planted? How do you want me to blossom where I'm planted right now? Ask God and He'll tell you. You know, and here's the thing. When we can talk to God all night long, but the truth is we also have to listen. A conversation goes both ways. There's talking and there's listening. So when God's talking, we need to listen. And we need to be ready for the answer. We must be open-minded with what God might say, because it might be something that intimidates you. It might be something that makes you uncomfortable. It might be something the complete opposite direction that you were heading. Be open-minded with God's answer, and genuinely open-minded. Be ready for anything, because who knows what God's will is for your life. And here's the thing. When you ask, God's going to tell you. It's just a matter of when. He might tell you tonight. He might tell you 2 days from now, 2 weeks from now, 2 months from now, 2 years from now. But the point is, you need to spend quality time with God, listening for the answer. When you do this, you'll be one step closer to fulfilling God's will and plan and purpose in your life. Ask and then receive the answer. So thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you guys have any comments, any suggestions, any prayer requests, go ahead and throw them down below. If you guys like this video, give it a like. Please subscribe. Thank you so much for your guys' time. God bless.